welcome back to Chasing Trophies. We had another busy day in the T20 World Cup, another three fixtures happening. We started with Namibia, Netherlands winning comfortably by 7 wickets. Then we had New Zealand playing against the UAE, they winning by 10 wickets. And then we had Pakistan, USA, Pakistan winning comfortably as well by 32 runs. I have joining me Faz, another hectic day, this time a bit more one-sided day. So not as much drama, but some good cricket.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very impressed with Netherlands, man. The way they've been going about their business in the T20 World Cup so far. I mean, apart from Nepal, like in the underdog team, what we're seeing, Netherlands actually make a very good statement for themselves. The game against Pakistan, I think the captain came out and said that we lost that game and we should have done better in that aspect. And now today's game, I mean, obviously with Namibia, but they showed a very mature kind of stance, like the way Namibia started in the middle order with a couple of good partnerships, but the bowlers, using their experience from the past World Cups and getting the wickets. And then Bas Delidi, we've been talking about him a lot. He's been very influential in their past World Cups as well, and big important crunch games. This guy always comes through along with Ackerman, who's also been there for a while. But they really look like good team to play cricket against. Even in T20 particularly, they've been very smart about how they've approached their game. Now that they're 2 points, they have to play India still. They also have to play, I think, they have only India to play, maybe one more team that I'm forgetting. But it's just one of those things that you're seeing a good, different kind of a Netherlands feel that we're getting. And yeah, they're winning the first game. But yeah, like you said, one-sided mostly, but a few good individual performances along the way today.
Yeah, they have India and USA both to go, and it shows you talk about past elite. We saw this with Nepal as well. The all-rounder rule is so important in T20 cricket. Like today, he scored 72 or 48, but people forget in the first innings he took 2 wickets as well. 2 for 20, like in 3 overs. This is a very good figure. So he's impacting the game both ways. There was an interesting question. Someone asked me, how come all-rounders do they have the special powers to win games or what it is? But if you have the talent to bat and bowl on that level, that means you will do something special, right? And I think Netherlands have also showed, Nepal have showed the importance of all-rounders in T20 cricket. He was fantastic today as well, and good to see Netherlands showing composure. Like you said, I think they could have beat Pakistan as well. But yeah, man, it's good. Let's see what happens in the other two games. We also got the New Zealand UAE. I felt the UAE played really well, man. The first innings, Mohammad Wasim jo batting kara bhai, he was very imposing on the New Zealand bowlers. Whether it was Duffy, whether it was Ferguson, he didn't care. He was swinging it left, right, and center. Some beautiful late cuts as well. But then he had the power too. So a bit of nice, classy shots, but also you saw the brute power that this guy possesses. Very good performance from him.
100%. I very complimented with Ali Shan as well, right? Like those two at one time, I think, were 123rd in the 12th over Mustafa, and I was watching and I was like, they can actually get to a 200 and 220 kind of thing. Obviously, New Zealand's experience, Matt Henry, Santner came and put in the breaks very well for New Zealand. So it was an impressive, captain mentality. Bolo Glenn Phillips ka ek over अच्छा चल गया था उनके लिए. Rachin Ravindra, I think, bowled a very good spell as well. The first 2 overs are very tight from him. So New Zealand have that, makeshift kind of bowlers who do provide impact. But the way UAE approached the first innings with a very positive intent, and I think in Chepuk we were expecting a bit more turn on offer, but I think they did decently well. And UAE getting up a 182, which I felt if 20 runs थोड़ा और मार लेते कोई आके बीच में, would have been a differential. And we understand it's UAE, but when you're on this kind of rhythm, you want to capitalize most, like in terms of in the game how it's going and stuff. And very good partnership team, and it got broken eventually. They put in the breaks and stuff, but a very valiant effort from UAE, definitely.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you look at it from that perspective that you're looking at, then you have to blame Ali Shan, because he consumed a lot of deliveries, 113 strike rate, and then the fact that Mayank Kumar came in, he hit 21 of 13, 160 strike rate. So it showed that they had batters over there. I mean, this is again being very critical, but because you mentioned it, I had to add that this would be the because whereas if you see Mohammad Wasim, he was striking at close to 150, he would look much more comfortable. But you need that in a partnership as well, and something that they will learn. But I'm just being very highly critical.
That's fair, because that's how T20 is now played, right?
Yeah, that's how you look at it, right?
Also, Farhan Shabzadeh will come to that game, and Babar. It's definitely what you're saying. But I'm saying where we were seeing UAE at 123 for.
No, 100%.
Like I was
Like
just saying, यार कोई और एक
obviously,
बीच में आके good leg पे
that's
नजर
when it
मारी.
slowed down though, right? Like when you're talking about Santner, he put the brakes on Alishan, like, and that
Yeah,
put pressure on Mohammad Wasim as well. But at the end of the day, it was still a good score for them. But New Zealand came out bang, 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 man. Seifert and Finn Allen, I think it was some record chase or something in T20 World Cups, 10 wickets. They made a meal out of that, man. Not a meal, they made it like it was a cakewalk for them.
yeah. I mean, incredible, man. We were talking about finale just before, right? And BBL and what he's done in Dubai and everything. Wherever he's playing, is touching to gold. And Tim Seifert's really come along, man, very well. Even in the Indian series, we were seeing a power hitting, man. The forearms that these two guys have, man. The power that they pull the offside straight. गलत भी मार रहे तो it's hitting the boundary like line. So that's what the power that these both monsters are producing. And if you give him an Ahmedabad and a Delhi wicket, man, I'm very scared of what we have to see. Super 8s, where they're going to play, whom they're going to play. And semi-final, mein, if they play in India, every ground right now in India looks a little bit flat. And against Mujib, what we saw, Finalen tried to pull a ball that was not supposed to be pulled. He learned very quickly. He came in today, applied himself, got 80 plus runs. With Tim Seifert complementing 0 पे यार 175, this is an alarm gun. देखो you could say कि देखो भाई UAE के साथ है, लेकिन भाई कॉन्फिडेंस जब बिल्ड हो रहा है और जो हम इंडिया में खेल के ये लोग यहाँ पे आए ना, इंडिया से ही खेल के वर्ल्ड कप में घुसे, तो वो बहुत ही एडवांटेज मिल गया है उनको.
I'm very surprised you didn't mention something. I was expecting it for the last 3-4 hours. You haven't mentioned it, so I don't know, either you're being nice to me or you didn't see it. But the moment of the day for you, Glenn Phillips getting hit for 27 runs and 1 over.
I wasn't to anyone because he
I
backed
was
it.
expecting a
But
message.
the moment of the day, Mustafa, actually, I was watching it. I think you tweeted it as well. The Chapman ban that catch.
Yeah.
Wow, he just
Yeah.
took it back and Mitchell caught it. That was actually one of the moments of the day. But yeah,
But was that not Phillips? That wasn't not Phillips bowling, was it? Was it
I
Phillips?
don't know if it was Phillips bowling, but the catch, I'm just saying that was like a moment for me.
Yeah,
Like,
that was
wow,
good. Yeah.
wow.
But when Phillips got hit for 27, I was expecting messages. I didn't get anything. He got absolutely.
I get things wrong as well. So that is part of it.
No, I still think he's amazing.
Actually, my thing was like he was out of form, and then like I
Yeah.
बहुत time पे नहीं देखा मैं इसको form में.
No, today it looked like that. He was out of form in the ball. But I guess he will also learn from that. But that was a very expensive. And imagine, that over went for 27 and still didn't get to 200. But yeah.
That's how bad Alishan played in the Sandler thing.
Because
But
if you see Phillips'
Rachin
first
Ravindra
over,
was the main thing. Rachin Ravindra's overs, man. Those 3 overs for 90.
and I was surprised Santner went to him because it was against the right-handers and stuff. But then the left-handers also hitting him. But if you see the first over, he gave only 3 runs. That's why obviously Santner went to him. And then the second over, he got hit for 27. So it happens with the spinner. I just wanted to bring it up.
Yeah, speaking of spinners and stuff, Bracewell, we were coming on, Bracewell is now out of the tournament. He suffered an injury. And now I think Colin McConchie is coming in for him as the replacement for New Zealand. So that's sad news. We saw with Hasaranga as well. He tore his hamstring, right? So it's like the second one that we're hearing of getting injured in the middle of the World Cup. That's not a sign. Hopefully he gets recovered. So Brace will not be a part of it. It's going to be McConchie will be coming in place for the Kiwis.
Yeah, I mean that's a bit of a sad thing because I was going to put Bracewell in the 11 instead of Rachin. That's what I was saying a couple of days ago. But that is a bit unfortunate. What can you do? But New Zealand looking very solid. They're cruising right now in the World Cup, and it looks like they will qualify. They've already beaten Afghanistan. Now they have a cracker game against South Africa as well that they have to complete. So let's see what happens over there. But the all-important match is on the 15th. Everyone is looking forward to that. But we forgot that the teams still have to play other games. So today was Pakistan versus USA, and everyone thought Pakistan are going to try and get the revenge, and that's what happened. A very good performance from them from the bat with the ball, very comprehensive. Sarfraz Farhan was outstanding. You had Babar Azam get a few runs, which will give him some help, because after he wasted that free hit, I thought this guy needs to retire from cricket, but then he got his 6, hit a few 4s. Then Shadab also played a very crucial role with the ball. Again, there's a spinner that we can talk about, Usman Tariq. They put him in specific for this game, and they took out a guy who actually bowled really well in the last game. Salman Mirza was bowling very good. So, yeah, man, Pakistan's performance.
Yeah, I mean, very well played, man. Yes, they have their own question marks on Osman Tariq. We'll get to that later. But if you look at the way, they've come out with a good game plan. They read the conditions very well. I mean, USA, you could say in hindsight, like you were telling us during the live, that hindsight की बात है कि आप bowling first कर दिए, you could have batted first and वगैरह वगैरह. But I think how Saad Farhan used the conditions looks very solid, like you mentioned, on the back foot, long levers, right? He's a big, strong lad. And he's clearing the boundary very well, getting a 50 of a 20-25 ball 50. So you see that he has a bit of skill there. What Babar did impressive today was push him for the ones and twos. But Babar kept trying to get runs by at least rotating the strike very well, and he pushed a lot of time. Once he made it into twos when it was going into longer area of the ground, and that was giving him a little bit more confidence. When you see your score ticking, you sort of think, huh? But like I agree, when I saw the free hit as well, like my dad was sitting with me, my dad like, what is this guy like doing? And then I think the next over, I forgot who it was. I think it was Harmeet or something, that Adil, the bowler that they were talking about, and he got a smash for a six and a couple of boundaries. That's when Babar picked up, but that still didn't cut it for them, right? For Pakistan, that still shows that they need a little bit more aggression. Then in came Shadab, and then that's where the 180 thing happened. Like, yeah, like you rightfully mentioned, like if Shadab wouldn't have made those 30 runs, it would have been probably another close banger between USA and Pakistan.
Yeah, and you talked about Ehsan Adil again. Unfortunate, Ali Khan got injured when in the last game. Otherwise, he would have been bowling, and maybe like I can't really blame the guy. He looked, erratic. He was bowling inconsistently. He bowled no balls wides, but he was coming in for Ali Khan, who is much more experienced, who bowls with that pace, and he knows these conditions. He knows like the big games and everything. So I don't want to blame too much on him, but you could clearly see USA were missing Ali Khan's presence today, and they were forced that change. You can't do much about it. And yeah, I think that was one thing. And but despite that, we got Shaw Quick, man. Shaw Quick. He was very good, man. 4 wicket. Now he's the highest wicket taker in the tournament, I think. Today, picking up 4 wickets, 25 runs, 4 overs. Unbelievable performance. When you're conceding 190, but you're going 6.2 per over, that's fantastic.
Yeah, 100%. And that's where like the medium pacers will be, like you said, like all rounders are medium pacers and their importance ball. I think Shalkwick can bat a bit as well. But with the ball, he's been impressive. Off cutters, variations. He's been very smart in where he's positioning the ball. And yeah, he has always a smile on his face, which is good to see. And yeah, 8 wickets in the 2 matches against 2 big guns, man. And I think that taking back to America will be a very positive for him. India versus Pakistan, ke liye, he can tell people like I've picked up 4 wickets each, and it's not like their worst side. It's probably one of their better sides in T20 cricket for both the countries. And yeah, credit to him. For USA again in the chase, मतलब power play तक अच्छा करे, उसके बाद से बहुत slow हो गए. Milind and Monang Patel, these 2 guys were probably the people who slowed it down.
Yeah, that's bound to happen. The pressure is on. There wasn't much due. I think the wicket became slower. The spinners came into play. You needed to put more effort to clear the boundary as well. So that was thing. Obviously, Usman Tariq's spell made them uncomfortable as well. But Abrar as well, man. He bowls pretty well. And for someone, if you haven't faced him before, he is a handy customer. He becomes difficult, very tricky. So yeah, I think Pakistan, if you see, man, this is a very unlike Pakistan lineup. There was no Naseem Shah. There was no Salman Mirza. I mean, obviously, there's no Haris Rauf, but like extra fast bowlers, they packed it with spinners. Shaheen was their only fast bowler and he got hit. So they're banking on their spinners. And this is why I was saying, like, for Pakistan, like these conditions will suit them a bit more. These kind of matches will suit them a bit more. There's no guarantee that they will go very far, but they're more comfortable here as compared to, you saw the conditions in America, even Australia. I know they reached the final in Australia, but they weren't as comfortable as they will be here. Their batsmen also prefer these kind of conditions.
100%. I mean, yeah, a lot of them played Sri Lankan Premier League. They have an idea of it as well. I think Mike Hassan gets quite a bit of credit as well, right? Like since he's come, he's been trying to find the solution. I don't think it's 100%, but Salman Agha's turned himself around as well in this team. Initial records don't suggest that he was doing very well as a captain, but you mentioned as well bowling rotations that he's done. He knows when to pick and choose which bowler to bring in and bring out. I think that is very crucial. Nawaz bowled pretty decent spell in the last game as well, in this game as well. Shadab Khan, Musaba, his return, how crucial has that been for Pakistan?
Yeah, I think they picked the squad looking at the conditions. He was very poor before he got dropped, right? He was very poor. Along with Babar Rizwan, he was a third guy who was getting criticized heavily because his performances were not up to the mark. Whether it was the World Cup or Asia Cup or even in USA, he was not up to the mark, Shadab. But now he's come back stronger. He looks much more confident today, contributing not only with the bat, with the ball as well, picking up 2 wickets. These conditions suit suit him as well. And Salman Aga, I think if you noticed, even in the Asia Cup, right, he's a bit more calmer, a bit more shrewd in his decisions. He's not as emotional, and you see that, like even in the Asia Cup, Pakistan, they could have, like dropped games anywhere. Like there was times where they looked shaky in a lot of places, but in those crucial moments, he looked a bit calmer, a bit more thing. You can say a bit of luck as well, but now he's got that taste of few victories. He's got them to the Asia Cup final. They've won these games. That Netherlands game, if they lost that, like, it would have been extremely tough. People would be after him. So those kind of victories will help him a lot, and he'll grow as a captain as well. But one thing I realized about him, he is going to make mistakes. He will be criticized. People will go after him, but he's a bit more shrewd as a captain, and he understands the game as well pretty well.
Yeah, I think reading is much better. Field placements are much better. People are now respecting him a bit more in the team. The thing with India, I think if they try to play Naseem, maybe it'll be a good thing because Naseem had a better record probably. Shaheen doesn't look like the part right now, man. Like it just looks like he's getting belted. The only thing maybe he can bat a bit more. But I know he's his premium bowler, but yeah, right now Shaheen is getting tonked left, right, center.
Shaheen पहले दो बॉल बहुत जबरदस्त डाला, उसके बाद like again inconsistency, right? Since his injury, he's not being able to hold that line in length. He's not being able to bowl with that pace for throughout the 4 overs, which is a worry because 4 ओवर का ही पहले अगर आप 136 consistent नहीं डाल सकते, जो आप डालते थे, that means there is some concern over there, and also you're not hitting the mark. You see his first 2 deliveries that he bowled, he actually cut like what's his name, Gauss, he cut him into half, and then after that he bowled it outside off stump, half volley talk, and then he bowled it on the leg side mid wicket ke upar. So he's straying in line and length. He's not being as consistent as before, but they gotta keep backing him, man. Like if he's his premium fast bowler, he's there. I would also like to see Naseem in the team. I think if they're playing against India, maybe you go with 2 fast bowlers. Their batting is still like 9. Usman, not Usman Tariq, the other Usman. Usman Khan came at number 8 or number 9, man. So maybe you drop Fahim Ashraf and you play Naseem and Shaheen. Maybe you do that because if Shaheen can bat a bit, I know that Fahim has won them a game, which they won't do. I don't think they're going to drop him, but मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है कि if you really want to strengthen the fast bowling, then you can do that. Otherwise, you're right. They could do Shaheen straight swap or they can bench Usman Tariq. But with Usman Tariq's form right now and his...
I don't think they'll play Usman Tariq just for the banter, I think. Now
and he's also getting the wickets, right? But look, that was USA. This is India. This is going to be a different task for him as well. We know India can also struggle against spin, but they should be a bit more equipped than the USA, than Australia as well. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that game. Overall... any particular moment today that you enjoyed or did you like?
Yeah, I mean, like I mentioned, the catch, the Phil Allen and Think partnership, I think that was spot on. The way they just won 175 for no losses, like unheard of in a T20 games. I think I'll pick that as my moment. Those two, that partnership of Phil Allen and Tim Siefert.
Yeah, I think that was very good, man. It was a very good day of cricket. Tomorrow we've got 3 games as well, so do join us for that. There's Afghanistan, South Africa, Australia, Ireland, and we got West Indies, England, which is a massive game too. So looking forward to that. West Indies, England, I think it can go either way. It's very unpredictable. The way England played against Nepal, you never know. And West Indies also, you never know what kind of West Indies you're going to see. So expect a lot of fireworks at the Wankhede Stadium tomorrow and the other grounds too. Thank you, Faiz. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And we will catch you tomorrow with the latest updates. Take care, everybody.